Okay, so my journey begins. I'm on a hike in of maybe 5 kilometers. I stopped here because it's beautiful. I love the sound of running water. There's nothing better. Kind of makes me want to pee, but you have to live with it. I'm headed to one of my favorite spots that I go to in the summertime. I take the kids sometimes. We have a picnic there. There's a little rock wall. I'm not sure why there's a rock wall there, to be honest with you. It's man-made, obviously, but I have no idea why it's there. So I'm pretty excited. The bag's not too heavy. I tried to go light this time. I'm forgetting some things for sure. I'm going to be cooking everything on the campfire. So the weather, well, it was supposed to be snowing today, and that's the reason I picked today to go, because it was supposed to be snowing and I was kind of excited. We haven't had a lot of snow here. This is Canada. Normally we've had plenty of snow by now. We haven't had a lot. You can tell. I mean, it's ground's covered and stuff. That's great, but we haven't had a lot of snow. So I really want to do a camping trip in the snow. The other thing, it says it's going to get pretty windy later on. So I'm tent camping today, so we'll have to see how that goes. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, but it'll be an interesting turn of events if the storm really picks up. So let's go. We got a little bit longer to go, probably another 4 kilometers, and then we're good. We're going to stop to eat at some point, but here we go. Okay, so here we go. I finally made it. This is the rock wall I was telling you about. I'm really not sure what this is. If it was just a rock wall, or obviously somebody built it like that, so I'm not sure. I don't think it was a building or anything, because it's well, it just doesn't look like it was an old building. But anyways, I'm glad I found it. Let's set up camp, get the bag off, and I have no idea what's going on with this weather. It seems pretty hot now. I took off my my hunter's orange toque right now. And I'm doing okay, but I might have to lose a layer or two right now because it is hot. So let's set up camp. Let's set up the tent. I think I got a good spot for it, and then get moving. Glad I found it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna set it up right here. In order to get all the components of my tent, which is not a big tent at all, I had to take it out of the bag and just stuff it in my backpacking bag, which is fine. I just had to squeeze everything in there, so I don't have the bag or anything, but that's fine. I'm gonna set up right here. I think it's a good spot. It's hard to see what's underneath. I'm gonna flatten things out a little bit because there's not a lot of snow. I really don't have to do a lot of work, so I guess that's a good thing. Kind of sucks. I would like to have a lot more snow, but we don't, so hey, gotta make the most of it. Hey, here we go. Since it's not very cold out, these pegs go in the ground nice and easy. Oh, that's better. Okay, so the tent is set up. That wasn't too bad. I don't have a lot of room, but that's fine. It's not a big tent. It's done really well in the summertime and in the fall. Actually, the reflective surface, I actually found it kept me really warm during fall camping. Now, it's winter camping. It's not too cold right now, although it's supposed to get cold tonight, and we're supposed to get a windstorm at some point, which I'm a little bit concerned about, but I picked a spot. These trees are all pretty good, pretty solid. Nothing to be worried about, I don't think. Knock on wood, of course. Anyways, I'll wait to set up everything inside the tent, but first we gotta go get some firewood and get a fire going. We don't really have to warm up. It's not that cold right now, but hey, you always need a fire. Whoa. Well, there's certainly a lot of dead wood here, so it's good. A lot of fallen trees. We had a couple storms in the summer and last couple of years, some really bad storms. So I think that's where most of this is from. So I have my saw, gonna put it together and cut us some wood. This is a nice big piece. A couple other pieces should do, so let's get to work. Okay, so once again I got the hunter's orange on. Don't want to take any chances out here in the woods. You never know. And this is pretty, I mean, it's not really remote, but it's remote enough for me not to take any chances. Kind of nice that my saw is also orange, you know, to help me out. Anyways, this is somewhat of a new saw. I got it in the summertime. I haven't had a chance to use it. I was going to use it for canoe camping and that kind of stuff. It's super light, very cheap, affordable. It goes together pretty well. It's not as easy as the other ones where you just kind of clamp it. There's your triangle ones, but anyways, I wanted to give this a try and see if it's going to work. So let's try this here, and then we'll break it up into more pieces. Maybe we'll bring it back to the campsite and do it there. Okay? Okay, so I got the fire started, ready to cook up some dinner. That's great. Here is one of my luxury items I always bring now, no matter from backpacking, canoe camping, kayak camping, you name it. I'm bringing a chair just to be able to sit back and enjoy a relaxing seat around the campfire. Totally worth it for me. As you can see, it's snowing now. It's like the softest snow I've ever seen. Very, very light. I hope it either stays like this or gets a little bit more snowy. It'd be great. Again, the forecast earlier was supposed to be snow, 5 centimeters of snow. It started off snowing today, but then you know what? As the day went on, it just it stopped, and then it really started to heat up. It was supposed to be like -10, but so far the low was -6. So when you're doing all this work prepping everything, it gets really hot. So far so good. It's been a lot of fun getting the wood and all that stuff. It's a lot of work. Seems a little bit more work in winter, but you know what? It's all part of the fun, and I'm enjoying it. So I can't wait to get the fire going tonight, but first we got to get cooking. We have some steaks going on tonight, or a steak shall we say. I'm trying out a new grill. Hopefully that works, and also we're going with a sweet potato. So wish me luck. I'm going to let the fire die down a bit, and then we should be good. The steak looks pretty good. The sweet potatoes got a little bit burnt, but for me, that ain't a problem. The butter was good on it, and probably took about 25 minutes for the sweet potatoes, so that's not too bad. Normally I cook them whole and then cut them up, but I decided to cut them up first and give it a try, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, so I got the fire still going over there. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this meal. The snow has died down, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping it picks up again. It's not too cold, but it has dropped down in temperature, probably 5 or 6 degrees. So I have to check my my thermometer, but I'm gonna guess it's probably around -5, -6 right now. So not too bad. But when it wasn't really sunny today, but when the sun did go down, it did get cold. Anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I think we're pretty much set. I have to get my sleeping bag fluffed up and everything. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So I'm just going to enjoy this, then sit by the fire and enjoy the fire and enjoy the night. It's supposed to be windy later on. We'll see. Good morning. Actually, it's not morning. Well, it is morning. It's like 3 in the morning. I was just woken up by the wind. It is really windy. Just listen. Yeah, it's pretty windy out. I'm actually pretty protected here, but something hit my tent. I'm gonna go out and investigate a little bit. You know, when you're tucked away in your warm sleeping bag, you don't want to get out and check it out, but I think I better do that. So I'm gonna get out and check. Because something did hit the tent. Not really heavy, something light, so I'm not too sure. But the wind is really picking up. I can actually hear some trees cracking in the distance. Luckily, there's no big trees around me, and I'm kind of protected by this rock wall. One of the good things is I haven't been cold. I've been sleeping pretty well. It took me a while to get to sleep, but it's so quiet out here. It's kind of neat. But this wind really picked up. I feel like the temperature has dropped a bit too, so I'll have to check out that. So, wish me luck. How am I going to get back to sleep now? Of course, I have no idea. Anyways, wish me luck, and I hope that the wind dies down a bit. Oh. Good morning. That was a crazy sleep. That windstorm, whatever, 3 o'clock, that was wild. I think nothing seems to be too bad around here. When I got out to quickly check, it was crazy. I don't see my chair, so I might have to go search for my chair. But other than that, I think we're okay. Wow. And honestly, it was like an hour crazy windstorm. The temperature dropped. I checked my little thermometer device. It dropped probably, I don't know, it was, when I went to bed, I thought it was like -6 or 7 Celsius. And then it was like -15. It didn't seem that cold. And I'm pretty protected in this tent. It does a really good job. It was pretty warm in there. But man, that wind, and I heard lots of trees cracking and stuff. Again, I wasn't too nervous about these ones. But, you know, in the forest around here, I think we had some trouble. Oh boy. Anyways, after that it was good. It calmed down. Like I said, an hour, calmed down. So it's time to cook up some breakfast. Gonna do some oatmeal. Got to make some coffee. First, got to get the fire going, and maybe find that chair. Chair. I'm calling it, but it's not coming. I could be in trouble. There's nothing like the first cup of coffee in the morning. Delicious. Had some oatmeal, which was good. Not my favorite, because this is my first time winter camping. I decided to keep it easy. Oatmeal, it hits the spot. Coffee for sure hits the spot, and I'm working on my second coffee on the fire. So the morning was good. I did find my chair. It was in the forest, of course. I'm not sure how that happened. Very, very odd. I'm pretty sure it banged into my tent and then it flew off in that windstorm. So I'm going to enjoy my second cup of coffee, and then I'm going to pack up camp, tear down the tent, pack it away, put the fire out, and make sure I leave this site exactly the way it was when I got here yesterday. So overall, it was a good trip. Thanks for joining me along this trip, and hopefully I get out and do some more winter camping. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.